Welcome into TSN's NBA trade deadline discussion. Wesley Cheng here alongside Jevohn Shepherd. We're going to start things off with the Raptors. They kept things light. They sent off Ochai Agbaji. They got back Trayce Jackson-Davis while staying under the luxury tax. What do you think he's going to bring for the Raptors?
Well, first of all, I think Bobby got a steal from the Bay, right? And you think about what Trayce Jackson-Davis was doing, not this year, but last year for the Golden State Warriors. Prior to the Jimmy Butler acquisition, he was playing a ton of minutes, right? Substantial minutes, almost a double-double guy, really physical, but also a guy that can give the Raptors a lob threat, a guy that's going to play athletic. And you think about him complementing, let's just say, Poeltl, Poeltl is healthy, right? There's some uncertainty there, but he gives you activity on the defensive end of the floor as well. Not going to play those big, lumbering bigs, but a guy that can match up positionally. He's active, get into the dunker spot, play off of Brandon Ingram, play off of RJ, play off of Scotty Barnes, and then play above the rim. And I think that's what the Raptors did need, is a guy that you can get into the paint and throw it above the rim, and he's going to make something happen. That also opens up the floors for shooters on the backside. So I really like this move. And like I said, for just giving up a second-round pick, that is a steal for me.
Yeah, look, everybody was asking for it. They got it. But they're coming off another tough loss against Minnesota. They're 3.5 games above the play-in, though, so they're in a good spot. Based on that, do you think they should just maintain the status quo, or does Bobby Webster need to go out there and find another big move?
Status quo, right? You got to remember, slow progress is better than no progress. They made their big swing last trade deadline with Brandon Ingram, but I think when you look at this group right now, right, there's some toughness there, right? And you don't necessarily have to make another big move, right? This team has also matched last season's win total already, right? And you still have half a season to go. So the big things for me was getting under the tax, but also balancing out this roster positionally. Now you have two bigs on the roster, right? You still have a couple wings. Can you add some shooting or, I would love for CP to dress up in a Raptors uniform. I would love that, because you get some point guard mentorship and veteran leadership for Shed, for Emmanuel quickly. And we've seen late in the fourth quarter sometime floor management and somebody to be a conductor, facilitator, right, in game management. So for me, it's really about just balancing out the roster right now and then evaluating this thing later. Don't have to make a big swing, because a big swing isn't necessarily going to raise the ceiling of this team.
We'll see. Only a few hours left. Trade deadline at 3 p.m. Eastern. Yet there's still one big domino to fall in Giannis Antetokounmpo.